What's up, you guys? It's been a minute since I've been on the YouTube. I wanted to start making weekly vlogs again. Everyone says don't do YouTube unless you're gonna be like serious about it, but if I want to do it for fun, what's it matter? Anyways, I'm currently prepping some sweet potatoes. I have one more to cut up. I had to put in a little more of a kitchen-friendly hairstyle and fix the angle. But I'm just putting like some olive oil and seasonings or whatever on these sweet potatoes. Pretty much on here, I'm just gonna be doing like vlog style stuff. A lot of like talking more about like my bodybuilding and everything, because I'm in my off season right now, and then I'm prepping starting next year. So pretty excited for that. Pretty much the only thing that my life's been based around for the last 2 years. So you could say it's I'm excited. Sometimes I just feel like Instagram and everything, like I know like TikTok you can make longer videos. Like I just feel like the amount that I need to yap, if I just have this is the background full of information, you know? Okay, the meal that I'm making right now, I normally eat chicken with, but tomorrow when the UV index is good, I'm doing my grilling and tanning at the same time. So what I'm doing instead is egg whites and ham, like lunch meat, because I simply cannot eat enough egg whites in one sitting to eat like how much protein I eat. It's just way less volume of egg whites to eat, to be honest. So pretty much that's my chicken replacement. Ham and egg whites. You don't need to make your meals cohesive, it doesn't matter, just make it work. As long as you make your macros, it's all that matters. I did say it was locked inville on Instagram, but Crumble has the waffle cookie flavor this week. My coach still has me only hitting macros, so I'm still perfectly on plan there. So we're not gonna eat sweet potatoes and rice anymore, and we're gonna just go get some Crumble. Let's go. Okay, we've acquired the Crumble goods. The lighting is purple plus iPhone lights. They have the banana pudding one this week, so that's in this little device. And I'm sure the whole parking lot's watching me, and I don't care, I love the attention. The flavors we chose, there's Kentucky butter cake at our location, so we got that, lemon glaze, and then the freaking waffle one, which is the whole reason that we're here this week, so. We'll see you at home to taste test it. Okay,
like it looks like it has a glaze all over it.
Well, this is gonna be the glaze.
Yeah.
Once
There's something on it though.
I'm gonna syrup this up. First taste test of the really soggy waffle one that I just soaked.
Why are we whispering?
Oh, I don't know. Okay, this is the waffle one.
It's good.
And it's like accurate. Like it like tastes like a waffle. I'm gonna try the lemon glaze one now. We got rid of that slice. I don't really see the purpose it serves.
What out of 10?
Hold on. Okay, I rated it an 8 out of 10.
What about the waffle one?
One's 9.5 out of 10. Okay, this is the last one I'm trying on camera. The pudding was gas. It was just, I didn't want to video it, okay? It's just fire.
Butter cake out of 10.
Well, okay, maybe I retract that. It's good, but it's like giving nothing. It just tastes like a chocolate chip cookie with no chocolate chips. It's 9:42 in the morning. Currently listening to the Moana soundtrack because that's what my phone thought I wanted to play when I got in the car. Cute. I already did my cardio this morning because I'm not sure if I'm gonna train today or not, so just got out of the way. I had a little doctor's appointment, but now we're heading out to get steak and caffeine. Yeah, so let's go to Trader Joe's. We've acquired the goods. I got Dutch Bros, sugar-free Rebel, strawberry, peach, and raspberry, all sugar-free. And then steaks to grill up while I'm tanning. Well, what time is it? We have about 30 minutes for the UV index to get a little bit higher. I keep telling myself I'm gonna tan, and then it seems really overwhelming because it's just gross and hot outside and I don't want to. And then I don't tan. And now it's the summer in Arizona and I'm literally pale, so. Okay, I just finished like prepping up all my chicken. I have the GQ sugar-free teriyaki marinade on there. And then my steaks just have salt and garlic pepper. Salt and garlic, no pepper. Anyways, I'm gonna go put on a swimsuit and then grill these while I tan. I don't know, I also have some work to do, so we'll chat if I train later. LOL. We're training glutes and back. I'm gonna go upstairs and eat some cinnamon check cereal with Fairlife milk because it's delicious and my favorite pre-workout. And then I'm gonna come down here and get ready. Okay, I'm actually gonna lose it. I cannot figure out how to get this freaking setup right, but we're starting with RDLs. Warming up so I can head back today too. My mom's here literally every night. Walked in. I'm back home. I actually just had to train back, get it out of the way, and be done for the day because it was too much. Oh my gosh. Whew. Speaking of too much, I literally thought my oatmeal was overflowing. Gosh, look at the texture, it's so freaking thick. 65 grams of oats. I mean, I just know I'm gonna miss that. Come on, that's an off-season delight. All right, well, you're resting on the protein powder, so. I hope I guessed the right amount of this banana to take. We're gonna see. Actually, how much banana am I even supposed to have? Let's start there. 70 grams. We'll see. I'm honestly pretty good at eyeballing it, but. No way. Let's see how much banana is left. Tasteful. Just the end. Okay, it said 70. It says 72 now. 71, 72, whatever. That's freaking impressive. I don't care what anybody says. I just eyeballed a perfect 70 grams of banana. Off the vine. Good morning, you guys. It's Thursday a.m. It's almost 4. I'm starting the day to take my parents to the airport, and then I'm gonna do my cardio. So yeah. It's 5:30 now. I just finished my cardio. I had to shower when I first got to the gym because I forgot that I put on self-tanner last night. And I literally was like, what's that smell? Girl, that smell is you. It's your fake tan. Anyways, so I had to go rinse that off and then do my cardio. And now I'm gonna go home, shower, and we're gonna get ready and chat because I wanna give you guys like the full update of like my bodybuilding plan and everything, because that's mostly what I want to use YouTube for, is like, that's what I use everything for, is bodybuilding. Are you playing with me? All right, I'm actually a liar. I did semi get ready. I did my hair, but I have this really bad habit where like I want to get ready and like do my makeup, but then I get stressed out the work that I have for the day, and then I'm like, it's not important right now. And then I'm like, why would I get ready? It's like 4 p.m. I don't know. It's literally only noon. Like, because I got up so early, I'm low on sleep, so I'm just like not thinking about things correctly, and it's like letting me like get stressed out about everything. But anyways, I already responded to all of my check-ins for today, because Thursdays are the days that I respond to my clients' check-ins that they send in like throughout the day on Wednesday. So that's all done. Like, I just need to do a couple other business things and then I'm like good to go. Then I need to get a car wash, put some air in my tires. And yeah, I'm about to make a smoothie and then we're gonna go get ready and we're gonna go recap and catch up, okay? Get ready with me. Oh, I've gotta have this. That is gonna be awesome. That's awesome. Let's put this on. Cute. Let's see if this thing stays on my giant. It's not going to. I don't understand because it's like either I cover a part of my forehead or it slides off. Maybe it's because I have a big forehead. I don't know. I'm no longer loving this setup. I look insane. Okay. Sweet. Let's just pretend I never attempted that. The first thing I'm using, found it. I don't know, my makeup routine is really nothing interesting, so we're just gonna talk about bodybuilding. Pretty much where we last left off on this channel is that I competed in 2022, which was 2 years ago. So let me catch you up for those who, I have to close my door. So the very first time I competed or like prepped was in 2022, and that was during like the second semester of my senior year of high school, which like in retrospect kind of wild, but I don't know, like maybe this is just me trying to like be a realist so that I go into my next prep prepared, but I'm like maybe that was easier because like I called out of school so much given it was senior year, so a lot of my classes were just filler classes because you were required to be on campus for a certain amount of time. So it'd be like ceramics or like my lifting class, and I was like, I'm not lifting twice a day on prep, especially like I was doing track too, and I was just like mentally tired. So anyways, so I prepped from January until like June 26th or something was my first show of that season. It was like summer shredding, and that's how like I kind of got into like bodybuilding. The coach I worked with was coaching like a team of girls going to the summer shredding show, so, and she went to like my gym, and that's how I found her Instagram. I didn't really know her, but I was just a stalker, I guess, and I knew her because she went to my gym. Honestly, when I got into it, like guys, when I tell you I knew nothing about bodybuilding, like my coach really asked me, she was like, okay, so like what division do you want to compete in? I googled the divisions. I didn't know what they were. So then I basically looked at the pictures and I was like, OMG, the figure girls, jacked. That's gonna be me. I'm doing figure. Girl. I love the confidence. Where's my brush? That's not the right one. Be so for real. Be so for real. Okay. Give me a minute. Alright, I just did a little bit of this like e.l.f. little glowy base thing. It's like a little bit darker than my skin, but I used such like a super little amount of it and spread it out a ton. Honestly, I'm sure people are gonna be like, oh my gosh, that's probably why it looks terrible. If my makeup feels thick on my skin, no. I'm gonna want to jump in the shower immediately. Like, I just cannot do it. Where did we leave off? Okay. That prep, I literally was just faking it as I made it. To be honest, like I didn't even cheat on my prep. Maybe one, like I can't even remember. But I do not think I did because I literally, in my head, I was like, there was not really overthinking. Like, I feel like because of my lack of knowledge, I didn't have this like overthinking, like do everything so perfectly prep stress. It was almost like in my head, I was just like, oh yeah, like I just kind of have to get all this stuff done. Like it's not really an option to cheat. So I never like really overthought it. And I don't like, I kind of just was like, I had always been bigger growing up, not super confident in my body. And so the fact that I was going to be on a stage in a swimsuit, like I didn't really want to cheat. But then there was also just like, I hadn't worked with a coach before and I was like, this was the plan given to me. Why would I not do this? I feel like there's like two things that kind of went into that. One was like, it kind of felt like a breaking the rules thing to me. Like, I don't know, like I felt like there would be a punishment if I had gone off plan, which like realistically, like your coach can't really punish you. Like they can change your protocol, but like if you aren't executing protocol, what's it matter? They're not gonna, like, you're not doing it. The other reason is that the way that I was able to like pay for it was like I split the cost 50-50 with my parents as like my Christmas gift. So it was like a big deal to me. Like I was paying for it and it was my Christmas, like, you know what I'm saying? I just had to erase like half of my SD card to keep recording this. Hopefully the amount that I took off holds us strong because I got the whole rest of the weekly vlog to do. What do you mean full? What do you mean full? All right, we have the powder on. After my first show that I did of that season, because I had 2 shows, they were 2 weeks apart. The weekend after my first show, I went nuts, balls even. I mean, y'all, I ate so much. Like I was on vacation with my family still because I had traveled to Houston for the show. And so I was like, day after my show, vacation rules for food. We're grubbing, say less. Honestly, not even the next day. Like the night of, like I was so bloated at the gym the next day. I remember like I just felt awful, and it was like that for like 2 or 3 days, and then I had to get back into shape for my next show in 2 weeks. I remember that week there was like a 2-day period where I was like, if I hadn't paid for this show beforehand, I would called it. And I put myself into that hole. Doing 2 shows 2 weeks apart, no big deal if you are reasonable in between them. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, I'm glad I did it though. Just because, like, if I hadn't done 2 shows, I would have been kind of mad. Once you're already in shape, it's like, why not? But I did get clobbered. I didn't even enter the open for my local show. Guys, I don't even know how to admit that. Like, I don't even think I've said that online yet because I'm so embarrassed. Like, how am I that stupid? But, like, I knew I was switching to the wellness division the next season, so I was like, why would I care to get nationally qualified? But like, why wouldn't I go in? What? You didn't enter the open category of your show, girl, what? Anyways. So then, after my second show, which was in Tucson, so it was just like, I stayed overnight at a hotel for it, but it's like an hour and a half from me. It wasn't that bad at all. In the middle of recording. Okay. So basically after my Tucson show, I had no post-show plan other than like my next season or whatever would be wellness, but like I didn't have a plan like approaching my reverse that I had like mentally committed to, you know what I'm saying? Like I hadn't done the like this is what I'm doing, I'm committing to this, like I'm gonna stay on track, I'm gonna work with my coach. Like I pretty much after the show got in my car after eating at a Mexican restaurant, ate 12 donuts after eating a full burrito, and decided I'm free rolling it. And I didn't, like I knew I was messing up, but I was just like, I literally just felt so out of control. And I kept telling myself like, oh, like this is the last day, like tomorrow's gonna be better, like tomorrow's gonna be better, tomorrow's gonna be better. Right. So then 2 months later, we're still in the tomorrow's gonna be better phase. And I'm starting my freshman year of college. By December, so the end of my first semester there, I was 160 pounds. So I had lost and regained the same 45 pounds in a calendar year. Not fun at all. Freshman 15 by 3. The story does not stop there. The story doesn't stop there. In December, over winter break, I decided I was gonna move back home. For like a lot of reasons, mostly just because I wanted to build my business and like kind of invest into like coaching specific education while saving money at my parents' house, working full-time. It just made more sense for what I wanted to do. I started working a full-time like office job, and between stress, life, my own excuses, by like March I was at 180 pounds. I had gained another 20 pounds on top of the first 45. My confidence at this point was shot. Like before, I was keeping up with like my training, like things like that. And I still was, but that just was not enough to make me confident at 180 pounds when I was 125, not even a year ago. Like that messed me up mentally. Honestly, it wasn't even the way I looked. It was the fact that I felt like I was not gonna be able to be a bodybuilder again. And like, I felt I had no grounds to step online and say I was a coach and do what I wanted to as a career. Like, I felt like I couldn't get myself in check to show up and be like the person I wanted to be. It had nothing to do with the way that I looked, but it had everything to do with who I felt I was as a person. I was just in a hole mentally, and like, it sounds so backwards, but in my heart of hearts, I kind of knew that bodybuilding was the only thing that was going to get me out of that. Not just because getting back on track with bodybuilding would make me look how I looked before. It's more so like, that is the form of self-betterment and pouring into myself and my craft that I love that initially did help my mental health. Bodybuilding taught me in a healthy way how to be selfish with my time, my energy, my priorities, things that I care about. So I knew that pouring my all into that was going to be a way for me to kind of strategize pulling myself out of this hole. So about April is when I kind of was just like sick of my excuses, like sick of my stuff. I knew something needed to change because I was like, what will I do with my life if I stay here? Like, I'm only living at home doing what I'm doing on the grounds of building a fitness coaching business, and I'm sitting here 180 pounds and I don't recognize myself. Like, I had already been training, like I said, so I just needed to lock in like my macros and cardio again, which was a hill to freaking climb. It had been probably like, yeah, since literally the end of my last show. I probably tracked up until show day. That was the last full day I probably tracked until April. It didn't feel that bad for the first little bit of it because I had so much to lose. And I kind of stressed that the second I dieted, it was gonna feel like prep. So for it to just feel like casual weight loss when you're overweight, I was like, oh, I could have been doing this a while ago. Anyways, so I cut summer of 2023. I maintained around the holidays because I knew I was not gonna be able to continue to like cut through the holidays, kind of, because I was still like was a little bit food focused, and I knew that if I was trying to stay like at cutting calories through the holidays, things were going to backlash. Sorry, that FaceTime call was bringing me caffeine, so I want to make sure that I haven't missed a text. Then the beginning of that year, like January, February, I did like a bit of a cleanup cut just to lose a little bit more. And then I did a reverse diet starting in March. And then ever since then, I've just been bringing up my calories and then kind of got to a maintenance point and have been steadily growing since. Honestly, this is like the best I've felt ever with bodybuilding, like the most locked in I've ever been. And a lot of that definitely is due to like, I forgot I was doing my makeup. And a lot of that is definitely due to the fact that like I know so much more now. So it's like, I know the best way to like approach things and like the small improvements I can make to every area. And like, if we're all honest with ourselves, like we all know the small improvements we can make in little areas of our lives in something. It doesn't have to be, you don't have to be a gym expert to know I could be pushing myself harder here. I could be showing up more consistently here, right? It's things like that that have like helped me definitely come back as a person and like not only feel like, okay, I finally am back to where I was, but I'm back with a different perspective and I'm doing it better. That's what's helped me feel like that wasn't this complete crash out failure where I went off plan and I forgot who I was and I'm an inconsistent person. Rather, I'm young, learning as I go. And as long as I learn from those failures and can do it better next time when I prep, then they're not failures. So, okay, so the plan moving forward here with this next upcoming season, we're gonna finish, I have a couple more weeks of the off season, and then in a couple of weeks, my coach said we were going to be starting a pre-prep phase. So we're gonna get down about 10 pounds and then we'll just maintain there until like the beginning-ish of January, and then we'll start a prep. There's not a competing schedule out for 2025 as of the time that I'm recording this video. It's not even like I'm gatekeeping a show date. Like there's not show dates, you know what I'm saying? I don't know why I get like nervous to like share like my intentions or like goals like for like this season, because I feel like a lot of people like overstate and then it's like got your foot in your mouth. The goal is obviously to get nationally qualified though. This is gonna be like my first wellness season, so like yeah, that's the goal. If not, we'll get judges' feedback and move forward obviously, but this is all like down the line. And I really have not been that lean in so long that I don't know what I'll look like. So yeah. Okay, this is the final look. I literally have nowhere to go, but maybe I'll take some pictures. I totally lied. I have plans today. I'm getting air in my tires. This is the look for Discount Tire. So yesterday I walked outside and it was literally a dust storm and I didn't realize, so we're gonna go get the car washed today. I have to get my car washed and get air in my tires and put gas in my car. And I've been avoiding doing all of this for so long. I'm just a girl. First stop will be the gas station because I'm way too lazy to make food. Okay guys, here's my little gas station haul. First, 14 gallons of gas. Thank you. 1 creamy crisp Bearbell and a cookies and cream Bearbell. This is definitely like just gonna make my stomach hurt and not make me feel like super like feeling great, but I just have no appetite and no like desire to make anything, which I know is just an excuse, but here we are and we're eating protein bars on the go. So yeah, guys, I think I have a window or a door open. I can smell the soap so much right now. Car wash vibes. It just smells so strong. Like that definitely is in my car somewhere. My outside of the house business is done with, so that's all I'm gonna leave it here for the week. And I'm gonna see you next week for another vlog of whatever I happen to be up to. Plus, also, my sister's moving in next week, so you guys get to meet her in the next video. Stay tuned.